Anyways, chapter 3, descent. Let's do this. So when you first go in the puzzle, you realize that if you're playing multiplayer, you're alone. Like, you're not joined with your rest of your friends. Instead, you realize that all of your friends are in separate elevators, and the reason why is because that only one elevator is per person. So if you're joined with like multiple people, I think you should just restart. I don't know what will happen, but it's not supposed to happen. One person should be in one elevator, that's it, each. So another thing to note is that all the elevators are equipped with unique codes, which means that each of the elevators have random codes. So maybe, for example, if the code for this one is 1258, that does not mean the other elevators is 1258. It could mean that it could be completely different. So with that out of the way, let's start with what the puzzle is all about. So first thing you need to know is that you have to solve from top to bottom, meaning the order will be from all the way to the top to all the way to bottom. So let's start by looking at the top. So looking at the top will help you open and you realize you got see this, and you'll see this. So these are actually a pig pen cipher, which this thing could easily show you how it's done, but I'll just skip it right ahead. If you actually do solve the thing over here and decrypt it, you realize it says count the triangles. So you might be asking what triangles. It is those triangles at the back, so you have to count every single triangle is there. So let's, for example, do mine. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So 7, so let's say for 7. So let's go back down because that has nothing up there. Next thing you have to know is that we have this braille thing on how to read numbers, especially numbers. So why do we need numbers? Well, if you look over here, I'm speed running right now, you can see that there is this weird inverted L shape, which just so happens to look similar to the left side of each of our numbers. So if you just compare the one over there like this, so for example mine, there's like one dot here, so it's just one dot, there'll be a 1, so we have 7 1. Next thing you have to take note is the iguana identification. The way this works is if it's a different color like dark green, then it'll indicate like this, and it's in series of 8s. What else is series of 8s? It's these things down here. So you have to take note of the one which are darker in color. So 2 5 8. Let's see which one is 2 5 8. 2 5 8, and this is the one I'm looking at, so 5. It could be a different order, it could be something else for you, but for me it is 5. It could be like either one of these. Last thing you have to take note is the archery practice, where it's split into 4 sections. So the way it works is, let's say if you score 1, hit 1 point, 2 point, 8 points, you could get a total of 1 plus 2 plus 8, which is 11 points. The especially thing you take note is that the targets will be rectangular due to budget cuts, but the target can be rectangular. So the bottom one is kind of rectangular, so it's close enough, right? So if you notice, there's like a bit of like gap between there, something like this. So you just have to count the number of stripes, which are like, you have to count the ones which are bright red, like this one over here. So I'll show you, for example, like 1, if you can somewhat see it, 1 2 4, so 4 is bright red, so I'll count 4, and 8, but it's dark red, so I'll count 4. So the final code is 7158 4 7154. There we go. Alright, now after all of you guys have escaped, you realize that you're stuck in this area and you may not have any idea of where to start. So I'll give you a heads up. So first thing first, you'll have to solve puzzles for the box room. To do that, you'll need to get all the boxes. I'll just run through the locations. One is down here, one is up here, one is under here, one's over here, one's over there too. Another one is up here. Just take it like this. Another one is in the art room, right behind there. And the final one is back in the box room, where for some reason it's right over here. So take it. Now, after that, you realize you could like place boxes and remove them, and you can also rotate them. So, how do you know what to place and what to rotate? So I'll give you an example. So let's say I'm just gonna try to find a specific one. Quite literally, I do mean one, which is this one over here. So you realize that there is a 2 by 3, like 3 by 2, 2x3, depends on how you say it, but I call it 2x3. So you have the same amount of colors, so purple, gray, blue, red, yellow, green. Okay, and then there's also another one which shows the apps icon thing, the app icon thing, you know, where it will kind of explain. Oh wait, no, it's at one lockers, yeah. So it will show you what position it should be in, and I'll show you how later. So for now, just take note of what items are there. So it's pillows, plate, nails, knife, soap, bleach. So after you say those, you could just head back to the box room and you can start sorting. So you have gray, purple, blue, red, yellow, green, and then you go rotate. So let's switch this to pillows, and this will be plate. This one is nails. This is knife, soap, and bleach. So after you get them all into the right position, you realize that the lines inside the boxes actually shows a 6. So first digit is 6. Now I could do this for each of the rest of the 4, but if you just want to know how to do it, and if you want to know the answer and like you just want to skip through it, you have to do the same process for each of them. So yeah, there's like 2, 3, 4 as well, but if you just want the answer, here it is, 6, 8, 2, 4. And there you go, you unlock this. Now the next puzzle is the paint puzzle. So firstly, the blue paint is up here, is there, the orange paint is in there. There shouldn't be anything. There's a purple hiding behind. You just start running. There's a green right over here. There is a red hanging up here, hanging around, you know. Oops, let me just, yeah. There's also a white in here. There is a yellow underneath, and the black one, the last one, should be in here. Yeah. After that, you have this color grid puzzle to do. So in order to do it, you have to find out what color corresponds to what number. So for example, 5 orange. Then there's one up here, 8 red. Okay. Let's find others. There's a 4 white. This one shows a 1 blue. There's none here, don't worry. There's 6 black here. 6 black. Over here there's a 3 purple. And here there's a 7 green. And finally there's one more somewhere, I forgot where. Shit. Oh, this ain't good. It'll be fine, don't worry. Alright, yeah, here. 2 yellow. I keep always missing that spot, to be honest. So anyways, after you get all, you can start. So first of all, let's start with 8 red. Because like this thing, the color chat thing is in the way, so I'll just color every single 8 as red first. Yeah, that should be it. So next is 6, which is 6 should be black. So I'll just get black and get this out of the way. Should be just those here. 3 is purple, so I'll just take purple. Should be it. Yellow is 2, so I'll just take this. Yeah, I think that might be, oh no, there's one there. 5 is orange, so I'll just take orange. That's a decent amount of 5s, actually. A good amount, so keep your eyes peeled. Oh wait, there's more blacks. Here. Yeah. 1 is blue. So I'll just take this and color all these. 7 is green. Also 1 more blue here, and then 4 should be white. There you go. So after that, you have to may wonder what to do next. So if you check over here, it kind of says whole message, but the idea is that you have to find the colors in this message here. For example, perplexing has a word purple, orange or angle, orange is in or angle together, blues is simple enough, blue, and red this, you know, and it's actually in order. So if you check how much paint there is left in the specific order, purple is 5, orange is 4, blue is 3, red is 1. So the answer for this is 5, 4, 3, 1. The next puzzle is the newspaper puzzle. So firstly, I'll take the newspaper here. There's a newspaper right here, another one here, and there's one behind this plant over there. There's one underneath this table. There's none here, don't worry, I hope. There should be one in here right at the side over here. Then there should be 2 in here. One is behind the box side of the box here, and the other is the thing over here. So after this, you'll head back to the newspaper room. And something to take note is this. So this newspaper is interesting and all, but the main focus you have to look is this section over here, especially the underlined words, except for order. So the first thing we have to, so it underlines a plus, try square, then it says triangle, which is just triangle, and minus. So we will just look at this view and we'll just rotate through each of them in order. So as you can see, there's like the position, the number and the words, and if you say or if you read it by order, it will form out question or something. So for example, a plus, which is the number of yellow paint squares. Yellow paint squares. So what yellow paint squares? The yellow paint squares they're referring to is the art work that we did, and if you count over here, it will give you a 7. The next one is a square, so let's go back to a square, and it says for the main shape of the main room. So the shape of the main room is that you might not know what the main room is, but if you actually check at the box area here, it does show you what the main room is, which is a circle, and what looks like a circle, the number 0. The next one we have to check is for the triangle newspaper. So let's just quickly check out the triangle one, which will say the number of brown boxes without X. So again, brown boxes, which means we will have to likely head back to this box room, and without the X, which is this original one like this. So we have to count each of them one by one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. So it's just 8. And we'll head back real quick. A lot of back and forth in this puzzle, really. And the final one is a minus, so we'll just head straight for minus. Okay. So how many arcade games have the letter N? So what letter N? So let's go to the arcade room. And to read it, you just have to read each of this. For example, rock, paper, scissors, paper, clip, white out. There's no N. So if you check each of them, there's one over here, orange juice tycoon with the N. There's one over here with the grass is always greener. Oh, it's not showing. Ah, there it is with the N over here. There's 2. And the last one is the fishing simulator, the yellow river, which is fishing. So there's only 3. You can check the rest, but there is no N in them, I promise you. So after that, you'll get a 4-digit code, 7083. And yeah. The final puzzle is the arcade puzzle. So first you have to get the coins, one from each of the boxes that you solved earlier, like this. I specifically did not take them so that I could like consolidate everything into a single area for everyone to read. So you may wonder, there's 4 arcade machines to play, so you only get 3 coins. So how do you get the last one? Well, this note says that one of the coins somehow flew on top of an arcade machine, so you could just like jump, and it's right over here on top of the orange juice tycoon. So now you could insert one on each of them, so like this, and you'll realize that each of them has tickets, right? So the idea of this actually is if you look at the prizes and see what they all cost ticks, aka tickets, by the way. Ticks is kind of tickets. And you realize that there's player 1, player 3, there's player 2, and player 4. So the idea is that based on how many tickets each player earn in order, what is the most expensive item they can buy? So I'll give you an example. For example, player 1 has earned 5 tickets. So the most expensive they can buy is a chip clip. So what you want to do next is to take out the capital letters of the item. So for example, CH is the one which is the capital letters. As you can see, there's like weird capital letters for no reason. So if you do this for each of them, I'll demonstrate. Player 2 is 15, so we'll check panic button. AI is the capital letters. Player 3 is next, 100 tickets, impressive. What can they buy? A rubber snake, which has N capital letter only. And finally, player 4, who has 50 tickets or ticks on, and they can buy is the best slime, S. Chains. And if you actually play around with this, you realize that this requires a 6-letter combination. So yeah. So anyways, the next thing you have to do is just take all the keys from the previous area. So yeah, just do that. It's just one of each of them. That's it. Nothing special. It could have been different, you know. Like imagine one is like hiding above the roof, and you're supposed to place items so that you can parkour your way up there. I should stop giving ideas. So anyways. Okay, sweet. Now we're in the nursery and you realize there's a bunch of weird red foam structures. And there's a bunch of posters too, and there's like this middle structure there. And if you go through there all the way up here, you'll realize you could go all the way up here, and there seems to be another 4-digit passcode. So how do you do this? So you have to go to, if you look around, there are 4 columns, and the numbers are specific 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So for example, let's check this one, which is number 1. Okay, and you have to read the Miss Potato's cleanup rules. So firstly, number 1 should never face you. So since we're in the 1, we should focus on that. So 1 should never face us. It is true. Number 2, these 2 rules do not count because we don't have number 2, 3, or 4 in there, but for the others, they will count respectively. Red faces can either face left or right, so for now these 2 are wrong because they are not facing left or right. And at the back they look fine, so it's just like this so far. Orange faces should face either back or towards us. In this case this is wrong, so we have to switch this, and we also have to switch this now to make this like this. Or maybe the other way around, yeah, but for now we can just keep it as this so that it will be true for all. Yellow faces should face towards the back or right, so right now this is wrong, so let's just swap this. We should face back or right, and this is true, so back or right, right? Yeah, back or right, so it's true so far. All of them are facing back right now. Green faces should be left for you, so this is wrong. So like something like this, because green is facing to the left, this is facing us, this is facing right, left, just like what red is. Orange green should be facing back or left, so that means that we're supposed to put something like this so that these 2 will be true. And red should be this, so it means that we have to put it like that. And you could go through the rest of the rules and do it over here slowly, but I already solved it like this. It's ocean. So if you get it, it's actually ocean, cloud, space, plant, with space having a 3 like this, and plant having a 4 like this. So you may be wondering what is it for. So let's go to ocean, for example. Let's find the ocean poster. So as you can see, the ocean poster is here. So what you have to do is actually go up, and you realize it looks like 0 on top. So if you do this for each of them, for example cloud, you could actually do the Miss Potato rules puzzle for each of them, by the way. You can confirm. So this is cloud, right? This is on top 7, so 7. Next we want to find the space, so let's find space, which is this one, space place. This one looks like a 4. I mean, if you can't see it, here it is. And the final one is 3. 3 because Plant Plaza, and if you go up, it looks like 3. So the final 4-digit code is 0743. So if you input it 0743, boom, you have entered it, and the button turns green. If you press it, the elevator will go up, shown in, or down actually. Is it down? I think it's down. But if you show in a cutscene, oh, it's up, yeah. But if, yeah, congratulations, you have beat chapter 3. You have went up.